Shalom to all the Jews and Gentiles alike, sending a strong shalom to the children of light. Namaste to all. You already know what the deal is. We're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, our power, to 𝐻𝐸 𝐷𝐢𝐻𝐸 𝐤𝐬 Wakanda Hawa, the great spirits, the all parents, Yahadonai, and acknowledgement to our earthly mother, and acknowledgement to our elder brother, Yahushua HaMashiach, 𝐻𝐸 Matzah the Lamb, Yesiah the Messiah, Yahusha, the Lion from the tribe of Yehuda, the one the world calls Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, we in the building. We are in the building. See, listen, your brother ain't going nowhere. Your brother ain't going nowhere. All right. Spirit was like, all right, you had your vacay. Now guess what? It's time to suit up. And guess what? I went and got my suit. So here I am. So today, we're going to be getting into something juicy today. All right. There's been, some stuff going on, but things have been ramping up. And I think this lesson going to be, it's going to be a juicy lesson. All right, it's going to be a juicy lesson. Okay. It might be a long one. All right. So bear with me. All right. So we're going to be talking about the return of the masters. All right. So let's go to the secret in the Bible. We on page 55, and this is the last sentence here. All right, in the first paragraph. Those that patrol the earth are scarcely mentioned by scholastic writers, church leaders, and the reputable press. And if scientists mention them at all, it was usually to denounce or dismiss them as irrelevant. Page 56. Additional documentation suggested that gods visited not only Egypt, but also other parts of the planet in prehistoric times. History and secret scriptures of most peoples contain a wealth of material portraying the descent of wisdom-bearing gods to earth and their life among ignorant humanity. For centuries, the Dogon of Mali in Africa worshipped a pyramid with steps leading up to a square platform on top, where, according to one of their legends, sky gods landed on each of their visits to Earth in times past. The Dogon priests spoke of an epoch when gods came regularly to play on Earth and taught the elders how to divide and cultivate their land. The astronomer priests of Babylon had step pyramids, the pinnacles of which were reserved for sky beings descending to Earth. The pyramids of Chichen Itza and Tikal in Central America were very much like those of the Dogon and Babylonians. Again, their purpose was similar: to provide specific sites upon which celestial visitors could land. Considering the isolation of the Old World from the Americas for thousands of years, it is a wonder that such identical structures and legends should have originated independently. So this is just a little taste on what we about to get into. But y'all know where we about to go. We about to go into the keys. The keys of Enoch. All right. We about to go to key 105, verse 14, page 44. Enoch explained to me how the Brotherhood of Light first sought to upgrade intelligence upon this planet eons ago, and that the first attempts in recent cycles of time took place in the Takala Makan deserts where the civilization of Tak was evolved. And of course, you see there it says 36,000 years, but we don't want to really focus so much on the numbers because you know how the Gentiles be, they just be throwing out numbers. So again, back on the top, Enoch explained to me how the Brotherhood of Light first sought to upgrade intelligence upon this planet eons ago, and that the first attempts in recent cycles of time took place in the Takla Makan Desert, where the civilization of Tak reached over a vast area to what man has called South America. Great city areas were built and seeded with a great technology of the heavens, so that man could directly call upon the name of the Lords of Light, while living in bodies that were of great light and of light molecular density. Let's get a quick little precept real quick. Let's go into the Lemurian scrolls. I don't think I've ever been into the Lemurian scrolls for any lessons that we've done. I think this is the first. All right, so let's go to the chapter 3 of the Lemurian scrolls. All right, where it says assistance from our Mahadevas. Mahadevas from other planets often visit us and ours, and through mental means in their etheric bodies, through helpful conversations guided and instructed the various avenues of our evolution. There were such a great number of these inner plane beings, and they did all sorts of things to help us. In this way, they would continue their own spiritual advancement without taking a body. These advanced souls were specialists in certain areas of the evolution of the elements of the celestial bodies inhabiting these renal bodies or fleshy ones. For each celestial body was of the elements of the planet upon which it originated. Hold on, let's see what a Mahadeva is. Let's see the definition of a Mahadeva. All right, let's see here. Mahadeva, great shining one, God, referring either to God, Siva, or any of the highly evolved beings who live in the Siva Loka. Speaking on the realms, right? Loka meaning realms. Who live in the Siva Loka in their natural effulgent soul bodies. Okay, so that's basically the definition. So we were interacting with the higher evolution at one point. Let's go back to chapter 3, page 28, halfway in, where it says many Mahadevas would come one after another to listen to the petitions that would be presented to them. The monastics would read the petitions and messages from the villagers who had sent them in to be read to the inner plane beings who each did different things. As the Mahadeva heard something they could help with, they would just go and do it. The Mahadeva, upon leaving, would tell us when he was returning and what to have ready for him or who to have there. We would obey. This was the Mahadeva's way of communicating with us, not our way of communicating with them, because they were in charge. These Mahadevas were our friends, and we knew and loved. We approached them as a 10-year-old child does his parents. They are so beautiful in their transparent bodies, so strong as their rays of light burst out as darshan flows into our minds. Whoa, wait, pause. What is a darshan? Let's see what that is. The definition of darshan: vision, sight, seeing the divine, beholding with inner or outer vision, a temple, image, deity, holy person, or place with the desire to inwardly contact and receive the grace and blessings of the venerated being or beings. Also, point of view, doctrine, or philosophy. Darshan is also the feeling of the emotions of a holy person, the intellect, the spiritual qualities that he has attained, and most importantly, the Sakti, the power that has changed him and is there constantly to change others. Darshan encompasses the entirety of the being or a person of spiritual attainment. Darshan is the emanating rays from the depth of an enlightened soul's being. These rays pervade the room in which he is, penetrating the aura of the devotees and enlivening the kundalini, the white, fiery, vapor-like substance that is actually the heat of the physical body in its natural state. So you know for a fact, Brother 𝐭𝐻𝐸 had that darshan on him. Okay. All right, let's go back. Okay, let's go back here. Let's go back. They are so beautiful in their transparent. Back to the Lemurian scrolls. Okay, page 28. They are so beautiful in their transparent bodies, so strong as their rays of light pierce out as darshan flows into our minds. These same Mahadevas led us to this planet, and we respect them, their will, their guidance, and obey. Some of them we divided off from on the planet they live on before we arrived here. However, we do not have any desire to attain to being a god. For since we have been on earth, we have found that we are already totally complete and simply fill a space of service at a point in time, performing our duty. We are their helpers, and they help the planet and everyone on it. Our goal is to dissolve the physical elements and ascend. Go back to the source of it all. Speaking of going back to the source of it all, let's go back to the keys. Let's go back to the keys. Key 104, key 105, verse 15, page 44. All right. After this experiment ended in disaster with the people of light intermarrying with the fallen offsprings of the lords of light, another experiment was generated in an area of the world known as Atlantis. Their technology was based upon crystalline attunement of the matter and antimatter cycles of the physical and non-physical worlds by stepping up or slowing down the frequency of energy between the two cycles. They could cause a shift in time-space to occur. So this passage that we just read here actually aligns with the book of Genesis. All right, but there's somewhere else I want to go to as well. Okay, let's go to the sealed book of Ephraim. And I had this book for a while. I ain't really crack it open, you know, but hey, we going in there. We going in there. So we about to go into chapter 4, verse 51. For I am bringing upon the earth a new human society, which must begin all over again from the beginning. And as for you and your city, Zion shall be caught up before arise this time of calamity, which I bring upon the inhabited earth. And I will conceal the old foundations of the sons of Elohim with the coming of the flood, except the stone colonnade erected in the center of the city of Zion, and the stones that I will expose from the ancient cities of the watchers, scattered around the earth, that the children of men after the floods may know that it was from this place that Elohim took the city of Enoch, and so that future generations of the sons of men may wonder how the ancients could erect the basis of such complex structures in stones and with perfect precision. Right? So let's just stop there, because we see how these pyramids, all these ancient pyramids and these ancient sites line up with these constellations, right? So that goes to show you that ain't no ordinary person just built these things, and it just so happened to line up with these constellations. Let's go into another book. Let's go into the hidden records. And boy, this book has just been chilling on the shelf. Spirit said, go ahead and just show this as well. Go ahead and show this as well. All right. So let's see, where is it? All right, it's on page 27. And y'all see how the pyramids in Egypt is lining up with Al-Natak, Al-Nalam, and Mintaka. See, ain't no regular person is doing this. Like, there's just no way. Like, I mean, I don't believe in coinkydinks. I don't believe in coincidences. Okay, it just don't work that way. Okay, and then we got 𝐯𝐢𝐝𝐞𝐝. You see how this is lining up with Orion's belt. All right, now let's go to Takal. All right, this is lining up with the Pleiades. All right, now let's go into China real quick. Let's see, this one is, oh, here we go. This is in China. See how these are lining up with Orion's belt? Because after we came out of Lemuria into Atlantis, and out of Atlantis we went into China, and so you see in China that's lined up with Orion's belt. See, this ain't no way this is just a coinky dink. There ain't no way. All right, let's go back to the keys. Key 104. Let's go to verse 9 on page 34. Enoch explained how the Brotherhood of Light established pyramids on certain planets in this solar system in relationship to Saturn. The key to the planetary table and density levels of other forms of intelligence operating with our solar system. These pyramids are built on grid formation and are connected to chronometers, which measure the vibratory levels of consciousness on a given planet in units of 1,000 years. Hold up, let's go back to the hidden records. What's this on page? Was it chapter? Was it 12? All right, chapter 12 on page 218. And you see here on Mars, you got these little pyramid clusters here. And these pyramid clusters are lining up with the Pleiades. They lining up with the Pleiades. And even in the Keys of Enoch, if you got you a Keys of Enoch, it even got you some pictures of the pyramids on Mars. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, right? So you can't sit up here and say, oh, well, there ain't no life. There ain't no life outside of this life. You know what I'm saying? It's all about getting the bag, getting the Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Got me a Tesla. I'm set for life. Chasing the bag, doing my thing. Okay? There ain't no such thing as aliens. Ain't no such thing as some type of higher power. You know, that's that Gentile mindset. You know what? Let's get the word for that actually. Let's go to key 206. Page 228, verse 13. Today, within our tree of life, man is listening to the computerized technology of the snake speak to us and say, there is no life beyond. There is no life beyond. Do not quest the knowledge of the higher living God, for it is all here. You are the living God. This is it. Stop where you are. Right? Speaking on that Gentile mindset, right? Now let's get into the return of the children of light. Page 31. Second paragraph here. Many of these traditions tell of androgynous godlike beings known in early Hebraic accounts as the Elohim. Within the hierarchy of the spiritual world, the Elohim are considered mighty angels who embody high intelligence and creative powers, and who sit at the right hand of God himself. Some sources say the Elohim are connected with the constellation Orion. Let's go to page 32 and what's this? Second to last paragraph. Esoteric accounts tell us that the first seedings of the Elohim occurred in the ancient worlds of prehistory, right? And we see that 36,000 years ago again. In these ancient traditions, the world of Lemuria, or Mu, which we talked about earlier, a large island continent in the Pacific Ocean near South America, was the first world, or mother world. According to legend, the Lemurians were luminous beings who had direct contact with higher intelligence. Reputedly, they had collective perception, that is, they had shared thoughts, could perceive as a whole, and were very telepathic. In their time, human consciousness had not yet been fully integrated into dense physical reality, and the Lemurians existed more in the ethereal than in the physical realm. They had not yet left the Garden of Eden.
Now, it's interesting how we have a lot of chariot activity going on, and I must say, I'm not sure if y'all been kind of peeping what's going on, but the other nations seem to be in a, let's say, they seem to be shook as to what's going on. A lot of chariot activity, either coming from the light side or the dark side, but there's a lot of stuff. So I just kind of wanted to showcase it today, kind of show y'all what's kind of been going on, and we're gonna go into the keys and kind of line this up. So let's go ahead and look at some of these clips here.
Bro, what is that?
There's a third one.
Yo, look at this shit on the camera. Why is it two different colors?
Bro, I am. Oh my god.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh my fucking god, dude.
There's a plane coming underneath it, so it can't be.
No, that ain't no plane, yo. You can see a plane. We just got a plane cut. It's flashing. Oh, we got a plane. That ain't no plane. Bro.
Take still shots too.
What the fuck is that, dude?
Why the fuck did they just?
It just made a perfect triangle. It made a fucking triangle.
Bro.
Whoa, bro. Oh my god. We actually caught a fucking UFO.
Yo, what the fuck is this?
Oh my god.
That's a real shit.
Oh my god.
We almost left too fucking early too.
I told you, motherfuckers.
What the fuck is in it?
Oh, they're swirling around.
Are they gonna line back?
Oh my god.
What is going on right now, bro?
Oh my
I'm
god.
fucking tripping.
Jay,
Oh.
what are we seeing?
I don't know.
Dude, no, that one's.
And now the top light is brighter, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And see how it's positioned perfectly at the.
And that one at the bottom came up.
But here's the thing. These are not flashing lights. Like, there are no runway lights. These are... Oh my
The
god.
plane, is that a plane with a red light going to the left?
No. That's the
There's
one
a
of the
plane-
dots.
There's a plane up to the left in
No,
front of
yeah,
that.
the ones to the left there are. Yeah, I didn't see that one. The bottom one though is just sitting there now.
Bro, how did those two lights come together like that?
Oh yeah, the other light's not. It came as one, didn't
Yeah,
it?
they lined up like this in a pyramid, then one took off, and then that one's
And
directly
then you got
underneath
that
it.
one on the bottom there, the red one.
But doesn't it seem like,
What the fuck?
yo, in the top light,
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
it seem like the one's
It's
getting
moving.
higher?
It's moving.
Is it getting higher? It is getting higher. I
It looks
finally
like
see
it's
it.
moving. Yeah, I
That
see
shit
it.
is getting higher.
What the fuck is going on,
'Cause look
dude?
how close
It's
it
getting
is.
way higher, bro.
What the? Like they separate, like they came together and separated.
Yeah, they are together.
And that top light is getting higher because now the one is.
Oh, it's coming towards us. That's coming towards us.
Now the top is coming towards us.
Oh, it's way higher too. Remember how close it was to the tree line?
Yo,
Bro.
that shit is coming towards us now.
You should see it zoomed in. The light
It's
is
coming
beautiful.
towards us.
Dude.
What the
Bro, why
fuck?
am I nervous?
Because it might have a UFO coming towards us.
Yo, we have to sit here until it comes.
I mean-
We got like 10 minutes.
Hey.
So now there's more lights over here as well on this side.
Sightings Part 2 from Chandler, Arizona. With another one right here. But look, right there. And then another one right there.
Yeah, like what is happening?
But yeah, look at it trail behind there.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is how they're circling so close.
Yeah, what is
and
going
then
on there?
Whatever's trailing behind them just disappears.
Yeah, then it's gone. What is that? Yeah, what is going on? Yeah, that is bizarre, dude. Like, what's going on, man? Like, there's one circling. You see that one circling over there? And then they go away. Yeah, like, what is happening?
But yeah, look at it turn on behind there.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is how they're circling so close.
Yeah, what is
and
going
then
on there?
Whatever's trailing behind them just disappears.
Yeah, and then it's gone.
That's bizarre. That's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like that in my whole life.
What the heck is that, man?
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that a saucer?
Baby, I'm recording it all.
There's no way that's a. I'm gonna call my brother. That's huge. Bro, come outside. There's a saucer outside, bro. Alien. Come outside right now, bro.
Pick him up in the truck.
Come all the way to the stop sign. All the way to the stop sign. Oh, bro, you gotta come. I'm right here, right? It's literally right in front of him.
It's 3 separate lights. It's going so slow. What do you mean? I've never seen that.
Okay, guys, I'm not even kidding. I'm watching this. It's way brighter than... it's terrible quality. It's way brighter than any of the stars. It's not. It's really low to the ground. And it's like staying there. It's not moving. But in my eye, I can see it's like changing colors. Like it's changing colors. Look at it. What is that? I've never seen that. It's not even moving. I'm not moving. It's not moving. I came back because I wanted to show you guys. It's gone. Like, I swear to God, it was like right over here. It's not here anymore. It disappeared.
All right, I stand corrected. He just came back in from outside, and it is indeed back, and it is brighter than ever.
Ooh, it's getting cray out there. It is getting cray out there. Okay, let's go into the keys. Let's go to key 301, page 346, and we're gonna go to verse 52. The discern energy field of the vehicle during space maneuvers typically can appear as a pulsating pyramid, a pentagon, or a Star of David. In addition, the higher evolution has flight patterns which go through multiple tracings of light through complicated triangular coordinates. They do this to key into certain time periods of the species' growth and development. They generally appear in the lower heavens, where we are right now, as 3 vehicles in triangular formation. Whoop, it is. Right, we definitely saw that in the first clip, right? However, the Merkabah vehicles actually work with high frequency vehicle counterparts existing in a companion energy stream, so that they balance each other when entering and leaving the electromagnetic and gravitational density of the planets. Right, so I mean, a lot of the Gentiles, they like saying, oh well, that's Project Bluebeam, and gotta be some drones, and they doing this and they doing that. It's like, I mean, they all can't be drones. Okay, they all can't be drones. It definitely can't be no Project Bluebeam, right? From what we just read, not no Bluebeam. Okay, they had a little meeting on UFOs and UAPs like a few weeks ago and whatnot, right? And they were going crazy with it. Okay, so we gotta have some discernment on what we dealing with here. All right, so let's go to the 7th light picture superscript. Thou shalt be the witness. Let's go to verse 570. The important difference between the Merkabah appearance and ET phenomena is that the Merkabah does not require a metallic spacecraft or physical technology, as it works with the higher vibrations of the divine mind. Right, so when we seen these lights in them skies, right, especially if they in triangular formation, you can definitely be sure that's the Brotherhood right there, right? Those are the chariots that came for Elijah, right? Those are the chariots that came for 𝐭𝐻𝐿, right, on the Mount of Transfiguration. Okay, but if they metallic, they physical, then they probably fallen masters of light right there. Maybe Grotesque being probably in there chilling for whatever reason, sitting back eating some Cheeto. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it could be a drone. So you gotta be very meticulous, gotta be very careful, because a lot of Gentiles, they just saying whatever, they just throwing stuff out. Especially if you don't go through these keys and these superscripts, then you're not gonna have any understanding on what's going on. And if you don't understand the time frame that we in, then you definitely not gonna understand what's going on. Okay, all right, so let's go back to the keys, back to key 301, back on 347. Let's go to verse 55. No, not 55, 56. Okay, the vehicles of Merkabah are capable of taking the human evolution into blue-white star fields of population 2 life systems. Okay, that's basically what our Sun universe is going to upgrade to, because we're in a population 1 and it's going to upgrade to a population 2. Okay, again, the vehicles of Merkabah are capable of taking the human evolution into blue-white star fields of population 2 life systems. But before man can enter the Merkabah vehicles and be taken to other star dimensions, he must be sufficiently prepared for the great energies which emanate from the Merkabah vehicles. Only when man's consciousness is sufficiently prepared with the love of the Father to understand the purpose of Merkabah can the vehicle open its energy portal to project a blue-white light, which creates an energy field around the body to protect it against changes as the body is taken into the vehicle. Okay, so your consciousness gotta be sufficiently prepared, all right? You can't be out here thinking that you a body and you think that you gotta chase the bag, or you thinking that 𝐯𝐤𝐲𝐬𝐬 gonna come for you and you gonna be raptured up and you gonna be Gucci and you just got a light by just like that. Nah, that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. Let's go to the second light picture superscript. Thou shall be the image. Let's go to verse 496. Consciousness must be raised before our physical bodies can ascend. Let's start off again. Consciousness must be raised before our physical bodies can ascend. Yet the changing of consciousness confronts the human intellect and is overwhelming for the emotional body. These divine thought forms of higher wisdom and knowledge consequently cannot be reached with the ego mind. It cannot be reached with the ego mind, but with divine grace and a mind reflecting the unconditional love powered emanations. All right, now let's go back to the return of the children of light. Let's go to the very bottom of page 86. The majority of humanity has not moved beyond the third level of consciousness, a level mired in fear, conflict, violence, and spiritual impoverishment, because the world mirrors back to us what we believe and embody. If humanity's actions and thoughts arise from fear, conflict, violence, and spiritual impoverishment, the universe will mirror such intent and actions. In this sense, we create our own karma, and the future will always be a reflection of what we set in motion in the present. Consequently, until we are able to resolve fear, conflict, violence, and spiritual empowerment within ourselves, we will be unable to move beyond the third level of consciousness. To achieve the fourth level of consciousness, we must learn to let go of the heavy energies within us and heal the emotional wounds within our energy bodies, including the damage caused by our family and ancestral history. This is similar to the Toltec perspective, which states that we need to rid ourselves of the limited beliefs we have absorbed from our culture and remove the residue of past reincarnations. Page 88. As more and more humans reach the fifth level of consciousness, we will enter into a new phase of human development. We may view this as a critical turn upon the spiral path of evolution. The lights that through the process of involution enter deeply into matter will begin the process of ascension. Teachers at the fifth level of consciousness know how to work with the energy currents of their students' bodies, rebalancing and awakening energy filaments. They are also able to cleanse the residue of karma on an individual level and remove negative elements from humanity on a group level, thus making global transformation possible. Page 89. This ability to shine is a sign of the sixth level of consciousness. Those who have visited great masters in India, such as Sai Baba, can confirm that highly evolved beings do seem to glow. Kind of like that darshan that we saw earlier. Now let's go back to the keys. Let's go to key 319, 319. Let's go to page 550, verse 65. Enoch said to me, those who are not sufficiently prepared by the insights of the Holy Spirit will not be able to consciously participate with the first manifestations of the return of the masters and their spiritual vehicles of light. And as we move into deliverance through the Holy Spirit, there will be many who will see the signs in the heavens and believe, and there will be many who will look and cannot see. Furthermore, those who are not using the gifts of the Holy Spirit will have their mind blanked out after a Merkabah experience. This is done lest the physical mind be overloaded by the consciousness transference of data from higher intelligence. Let's go down to verse 70. I saw in the new program the fellowship of the saints carrying forth the Father's will to neighboring star systems. However, I saw how the old thought form programming, that worldly mindset, that Gentile mindset, however, I saw how the old thought form programming of the previous ages split apart the psyche of those not prepared to go on to new worlds of creation, so that there occurred a preconditioning of the biochemical molecular basis of memory. Even the wise were neutralized by clinging to one teaching at the expense of others. Now listen to these words. The thought forms of the Holy Spirit Shekinah must generate your whole image so that you become the righteous servant of God and use all of the gifts of the Holy Spirit Shekinah in the transformation and ascension of the physical form. All right, let's go to verse 107. This would take place. Wait, hold on. Well, we can go to 106. No. Let's go to 104. Let's go to 104. Let's get some context here, okay? For those that don't know. Yeah, let's go to 104. All right. 104. Key 319. Yet the scriptures of Israel did not lose their power, for which reason the great religions and political powers of the world seek to destroy these scriptures. For these scriptures challenge the singular astronomies and theologies of man-centered God systems. They have the power to open the minds of men to the Merkabah and the Shekinah presence, wherein every child of God can have a personal involvement with God and with the host of the spiritual civilization of 𝐭𝐻𝐻𝐻. 105. I saw how the scriptures not only contain the blueprint of the many heavens which connect with the planetary realms, but also the conjunction points upon the planet, where the cities of light will manifest, the Brotherhood at the end of this planetary cycle. In this configuration of city structures of light from below the oceans and from the heavens will be revealed at a time when the old forces of religion and political strength will try to accelerate their control over the three-dimensional consciousness of man. 107. This would take place at the time when the vehicles of the unrighteous would also come to rest upon the face of the earth, inspiring the materialist. Gotta get that bag, gotta get that Tesla. Okay? Gotta do this, gotta do that. Doing me, you doing you. Inspiring the materialist to come forth with a fear consciousness of invasion and persecuting those who are chosen of Yahuwah, who are qualifying for co-citizenship in the greater heavens of 𝐁𝐸 And I saw how with the cleansing of the heavens, the unrighteous powers of higher intelligence were cast into the physical domains on the edge of the galaxy and were teleported into the three-dimensional consciousness of human creation. There they were, joined by others who sought refuge from the angelic hierarchies of Michael. Let's get a precept. Let's go to key 107, page 64, verse 32. Yet at the end of a grand cycle of time, which we are approaching. Again, yet at the end of a grand cycle of time, the Father permits these fallen orders of intelligence, some of which are grotesque physical creations, to suddenly appear upon the planispheres like Earth to tempt man, like Satan tempted Big Brother 𝐭𝐿𝐻. This is the last temptation that mankind is collectively being put through, to see whether we will serve the lesser space gods or share love with the angelic hierarchies to the glory of the Father. So when the higher evolution come through, we gonna be having like, it's gonna be like a academies of light. It's gonna be like X-Men. We gonna be in there. We gonna be training it, man. You know what? Let's get that actually. Let's get that. Where is this at? Key 113. Let's go to verse 25. So page 125. We will be given a thoroughgoing comprehension of how we can use our 5 bodies, which is our overself bodies, of light and the gifts of the Holy Spirit to prepare for new worlds. The order of Melchizedek, in conjunction with the order of Enoch, will give light to all areas of world science, so that the Father's covenant will come to pass. This will activate a spiritual, scientific synthesis. The academies of light will train the mind to work with the keys of knowledge, using the 7th, 8th, and 9th chakra triangulation to actualize a physical quantum leap beyond the imperfect karmic cycles of our solar spectrum, known to the ancients as being influenced by the solar council. These academies of light will be a global network of spiritual communities of the people of light united and focus into one interplanetary government that will accept the brotherhoods that serve the office of the Christ. Alright, let's get one last little precept here. Let's get the cherry on the top. Let's see. Let's go to key 302, page 357, verse 47. Unless we understand this consciousness creation in terms of other consciousness time zones, we remain in the weeping and gnashing of teeth, in space isolation, without the understanding that we are not alone. Prepare your consciousness to recognize the appearance of whole light beings through the gifts of the Holy Spirit, for they represent your counterparts in the greater creation. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. So that's gonna be it for this lesson, for this video. Hopefully you ate good. You got you a snack, got you something out the pantry closet. You ate good. You had you some dinner. You were edified. And that's gonna be it. I say shalom and stay strong.